Well, what they're basically saying then is that John McCain has no experience either. That's ridiculous. The question is, what have you dedicated your life to? The national issues, large state issues, or a small town mayor, which is great. Look, I started out as a county supervisor. That was great, but I wasn't yet ready to be a vice president. So the issue really goes beyond this. That's just foolish on its face. The issue is, who is Sarah Palin? Why isn't she on television telling people what she believes in without a script in front of her? You know, Kay Bailey Hutchison and I are on your show, and we're talking to you straight from the heart. We haven't seen her do it, and when you look at her record, it's extremist. It's more of the same. Someone who's under investigation who says she wants to shake up Washington, I take her at her word that she's a pit bull with lipstick, but we don't need more fights. We have gridlock in Washington. We need people who can reach across party aisles. The other thing is, she says she's a maverick. She says John McCain's a maverick, when John McCain has been a foot soldier in the Bush-Cheney revolution 100% of the time in 08.
With the people in the Democratic Party to effect real change and he can really make a difference.
Well, I can speak to that. I've seen John work with others. I've seen him get very angry and hostile toward others. So I think his temperament doesn't quite match what you're saying. But I have to say, let's look at Sarah Palin's experience. That's what everybody says we should look at. She left her city in debt. She hired a lobbyist when she became governor. And then I saw in her own handwriting brag about the earmarks Alaska got. She supported the bridge to nowhere when she was running for governor. When it became unpopular, she shifted. Her views are out of the mainstream. Her reaching across to Hillary voters makes no sense at all, and it's an insult to Hillary voters. The woman doesn't believe in birth control. She doesn't believe that a woman should have a right to choose if she's a victim of rape or incest. She doesn't believe that global warming has anything to do with human activities. And I could go on and on. She's against stem cell research. So while I believe she is activating the far right-wing base, and she is, she's also activating people across party lines who believe in stem cell research.
I want to let to the temperament issue. You raised it, Senator Boxer. Tell us what you meant and what it suggests.
I raised it because John McCain said he has the temperament to be president. Just listen to what some of his Republican friends have said about him. Thad Cochran, a Republican conservative senator from Mississippi, says, the thought of John McCain in the White House sends cold chills down his spine. I don't agree with Kay Bailey that everybody loses their temper like that. And I think we've all seen it happen. It's not rational when it happens, and because John McCain raised the issue, he actually raised it and said he has the temperament. You know, I think it should be on the table, and anyone watching, you know, Barack Obama stay as cool as a cucumber under the most unbelievable scathing attacks can see that. And I think, look, John once in a while has reached over on an issue, but 100% of the time in 08 he voted with Bush, 90% since Bush came into office. In the primary, Kay, he just tried to say over and over again how much he loved President Bush. He has pictures of hugging and kissing, and he can't have it both. He can't have it both.
Go ahead, Senator Hutchison. Go ahead.
Obama and John McCain in the United States Senate. You just can't do it. It's not
Well, of course you can't compare them. One has been there for his whole entire life. The other one's an agent of change and wants to change Washington. And that's what this comes down to. Look, John McCain is a fighter. Sarah Palin, by her own description, is a pit bull with lipstick. I will give you that they are fighters, fierce fighters. What has John McCain fought for in the Senate? 14 times. I've seen him because I've served with him for 15 years now.
Let's talk about
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Let's talk about what he's fought for.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, Kay.
Military
He's fought
integrity.
against minimum. Well, can I finish my point?
Go ahead.
He has fought against raising the minimum wage. You know how many times, Kay, since I've been there? 14 times. He has voted against Homeland Security. He even voted against and fought against, and this is interesting, the water bill, which takes care of flood control, and he was so right to cancel the first day or modify it the first day of the convention. But do you know that he voted against sending $7 billion to Louisiana to fix those dikes and to fix those levees. One of the
There's a
few
lot
who
of stuff
did
there.
it. And
Senator
he
Hutchinson,
votes
go
to
ahead.
send
Party lines to work with you on those two important issues.
Yes, he did. Look, he's got a 90% with George Bush and a 10% against George Bush. And yes, there have been these moments that he's crossed over, and those two are examples of it. Great, and I'm very happy about it. But his lifetime record on choice is 0. His lifetime record on working men and women is 0. And as the author of the Water Resources Bill, he was one of just a few to vote no. He voted against the highway bill. And here we have 84,000 Americans lost their jobs in August. And yesterday his speech is, I'm going to take my veto pen and cancel all these things out. Is he going to now say he's against the highway bill again? And now we're going to have more people unemployed?
Okay,
It's unbelievable how out of sync and out of touch he